Hey guys, welcome to the last lesson of the course, in which we're going to add the final details to our characters. Here we have them. Let me adjust them to the artboard. Take a look at the differences between the sketches that I did in Photoshop and these colored versions. You can see that they have all the gradients and the colors we decided for them. Now, I'm going to select the characters by holding Ctrl or Command and clicking on the layer thumbnail. This will allow us to color them without going over the lines. I'll use a texture brush and then I'll create a new layer on top with the blending mode set to multiply to darken the tones, and then I'll give volume to our characters by painting over the flat colors that we applied it in Illustrator. You can play with the flow settings of the brush, which controls the intensity. So, the higher the flow, the bolder the strokes. Also, if you're working with a texture brush, you'll lose some of the texture. But if you lower the flow, the texture will be more noticeable. But in this case, if you lower the texture, you need to paint several times over the area. You can also create a new layer and set the blending mode to screen. This one will lighten the colors. For now, I'll be working on this layer set to multiply to darken the tones of these characters however I want. For example, I decided that my light source would be placed on the top, so the shadows would be on the lower part of each area of volume. For example, in the case of the female parrot, the shadow will be under her chest, chin, and maybe her nose. Now, in a new layer set to screen, I'll be painting the highlights. These can be modified, if needed, by either changing the opacity and the flow of the brush, or by changing the opacity of the layer. For example, in the case of these pants, I don't like how sharp is my brush acting, so I'll be using the eraser in both layers to do the shadows and the highlights. And this is the last character. I'll start with this part of the hat. Okay. This would be like emphasizing the fabric as well as the top part. As I told you in a previous lesson, I'm only using default texture brushes for Photoshop CC 2018. You can download them from the above website if you are registered. And well, guys, I hope that you liked the course. We've learned about parrots, about some common accessories and features that we find on most parrots, and how to represent them. We've also seen how to apply the references catering to a young audience. And also, we began from a sketch, having no fear for mistakes. We took the sketch to Illustrator, where we applied the flat colors. Finally, we added some texture in Photoshop. And this will be all. I hope that you liked it and see you next time. Bye!